Google has just dropped two of the most disruptive updates in the AI world, and honestly, it feels like the start of a new chapter in technology. These two releases, Gemini 3, Google's newest intelligent model, and Antigravity, a full AI first coding environment, are already shaking up how creators, coders, students, and companies are thinking about the future. In this video, we're not just going to skim the headlines. We're diving deep into what Gemini 3 really is, how it works, how it's different from earlier versions, what anti-gravity is actually capable of, and what all this means for your future. Whether you're a developer, a student, or just someone curious about where the technology is heading. So settle in, because this story deserves the full exploration. Let's start with the star of the moment, Gemini 3. You've probably seen the flashy marketing, Google calling it their most intelligent model yet. But beyond the hype, there's something genuinely transformative here. Gemini 3 is built from the ground up, not as a text-only assistant, but as a true multimodal model, which means it doesn't treat images, videos, audio, documents, and code as separate tasks. Everything is processed in a single, unified context. That may sound like a buzzword, but it's huge. Imagine recording a short video explaining a problem in your university project, then attaching a screenshot of your code, adding a few voice notes, and throwing in a PDF reference. Gemini 3 doesn't get confused. It sees all these inputs as pieces of one giant story. The model doesn't just respond, it reasons across these formats, like a digital analyst piecing together clues from different sources. And the difference between Gemini 3 and its earlier versions shows immediately. Gemini 2.0 and 2.5 were strong models, competitive in many benchmarks. But Gemini 3 is operating on a different plane. Google claims this version solves 50% more benchmark tasks than Gemini 2.5 Pro. That's not a small leap. In the world of AI, even a 5% improvement in benchmarks is huge, because it often translates into more accurate reasoning and fewer errors. But 50% is like switching from a small drone to a rocket. You can feel the speed and reliability increase. The model is less likely to hallucinate, more likely to give logical explanations, and more consistent when dealing with complicated, multi-step questions. One of the standout features that makes Gemini 3 feel so futuristic is the new thinking levels. For the first time, you can choose the depth of reasoning the model uses. If you want a quick summary or a casual explanation, you choose a light thinking level. But if you need deep analysis, like a breakdown of your business idea, a scientific explanation, or a repair analysis for your laptop, you can switch to a high thinking level. It's like having a regular assistant and a high IQ specialist in the same model. This feature alone makes Gemini 3 feel less like a chatbot and more like a genuine thinking machine. The Gemini app itself also got a major evolution. The interface feels more alive, more animated, and much more helpful. Instead of giving you simple text responses, it reorganizes information visually. It can generate layouts, summaries, colorful information cards, and structured answers that feel like notes created by a human, not just a bot. Premium users even get an agent mode, which is basically Gemini acting like a personal manager. You can give it a command like, plan my content schedule, rewrite my script, find missing information in the PDF I uploaded, and prepare everything in a document. And the AI does all the steps. It's multi-step automation without any coding, which makes it incredibly powerful for students, YouTubers, business owners, and everyday users. Now, another huge upgrade is on the creative side. Gemini 3 includes a new image model called Nano Banana Pro. Yes, the name sounds like an inside joke, but the results are serious. This model produces sharper, higher resolution images, better 4K outputs, cleaner text inside images, stronger lighting consistency, and much more realistic compositions. For creators, this is a dream tool. Thumbnail designers can create stunning graphics with it. Video editors can generate background scenes, concept art, cinematic frames, or overlays without hunting across the internet. And if you use Adobe Photoshop or Firefly, Gemini integrates directly into those tools, letting you create unlimited visuals right inside your editing workflow. This is the first time Google has offered such deep integration into creative apps. And it's clear they want Gemini to compete directly with tools like Midjourney, DALL-E, and even Adobe's own Firefly. But now comes the part developers and tech enthusiasts can't stop talking about: Google Antigravity. This isn't just an add-on or a new feature. Antigravity is Google fully stepping into the future of coding. Think of it as a coding universe where the AI isn't just a helper, it's a teammate. It watches your code, understands your project, analyzes your architecture, and predicts what you're trying to build. Imagine writing a small function, and anti-gravity immediately generates tests for it, finds logical errors, suggests multiple improved versions, and offers documentation automatically. Or imagine starting a new project and telling the AI, create a website with user login, a product page, payment integration, and a clean UI. Anti-gravity can build the entire project structure, write the code, test it, and present it back to you like a senior engineer explaining their design. This is possible because anti-gravity is built completely on top of Gemini 3's reasoning engine. Unlike regular coding assistants that only autocomplete lines, anti-gravity understands your entire project context. It doesn't just look at the current file, it analyzes the relationships between functions, modules, imports, components, and even previous versions of your file structure. It can debug messy or incomplete code, edit multiple files at once, fix cross-file dependencies, and suggest architectural improvements. Developers are calling it the closest thing to programming with another engineer at your desk. And here's the part most people underestimate. Anti-gravity could completely change how beginners learn coding. Instead of spending months learning syntax or fighting with errors, beginners could focus on logic, design thinking, and problem solving while the AI handles the technical details. This doesn't mean coding becomes useless. Far from it. It means coding becomes more like controlling a creative tool. You'll still need to understand concepts, but you won't be stuck debugging missing semicolons or broken imports. You'll be focusing on how to make systems work together, not just typing commands. But with all this power comes the big question everyone asks: is AI going to replace developers? The answer is no, but it will replace the way developers work. Instead of programmers spending 8 hours debugging, they might spend those 8 hours designing, optimizing, and imagining new solutions. AI won't remove jobs. It will create many new roles. AI supervisors, workflow designers, agent testers, prompt engineers, and hybrid developers who work hand in hand with large models. Every major leap in technology, from the calculator to the internet, created more opportunities than it destroyed. Gemini 3 and anti-gravity seem to be following the same pattern. That doesn't mean there aren't risks. The more powerful these models get, the more careful we have to be. One of the early quirks people found with Gemini 3 was that it refused to believe it was the year 2025. It insisted the date was 2024 until someone forced it to check Google search. It sounds funny, but it shows that even the smartest models can still miscalculate obvious facts. We also have to be careful about over-reliance. If anti-gravity writes all your code, you may lose touch with the fundamentals if you're not paying attention. These are amazing tools, but they still need human supervision and creativity. So what does all this mean for you? If you're a developer or someone learning to code, this is your moment. Tools like Gemini 3 and anti-gravity will help you build faster than ever. If you're a creator, making videos, thumbnails, music, designs, Gemini 3's image and video abilities are going to blow your workflow wide open. If you're a student, the analysis and explanation abilities can help you understand concepts at a deeper level. And if you're just curious, this is the perfect time to explore and create. The future isn't arriving slowly anymore. It's unfolding in real time. Gemini 3 is Google's most ambitious step toward true multimodal AI, and anti-gravity might be the first environment where AI and humans work together as co-engineers. Whether you see these tools as helpers, partners, or future legends, there's no denying that we are entering a new generation of intelligent technology. And with that, we're at the end of this deep dive exploration. If you want a tutorial on how to use Gemini 3 yourself, how to access anti-gravity, or if you want me to create a full guide for beginners, let me know in the comments. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay curious, because the future is updating faster than ever, and you're right in the middle of it.